It is Monday afternoon, like 1. Oh no, it's like almost 3. All right, this is really tricky. I wonder, Emily, how you do this. One of my best friends, Emily, she has I'm in a manual wheelchair right now. She has a manual wheelchair. Oh look, I can hold it between my legs. Have you ever tried this one, Em? Getting the camera, or myself. Okay, I'm gonna go over this bump. I can see it. I'm gonna try to put my phone over here. Okay, at least that'll stay. There we go. I gotta turn around, shut the door. I can stand, and I can walk. That's a really big, being able to stand and being able to walk is a really big, I want to say a bad conclusion. Brakes. I just put my feet down. I was gonna roll down that. I better shut this thing. That's just like not safe right now. Oh, sorry for the terrible camera angles. I'm totally understanding how difficult it is for Emily to wheel and vlog at the same time. My friend who is in a wheelchair, not all the time, but a lot of the time, Emily, at Emily's Life on Wheels. I totally feel her struggle right now. I'm gonna put this like that. Oh, so people come to the conclusion that if you can walk, stand, or anything like that, that you don't need a wheelchair. That's completely not true, because I could stand right now, but my feet and my heels would really hurt. I am keeping these parts in right now of me totally dropping things. It is hard to wheel in the grass, but this is not permanent. Waiting for an MRI on my ankle, heel, foot area, and my pancreas, but that doesn't have to do with the wheelchair. And I'm just really limping, and it's really hard to stand on the ground, so here is my manual chair right now. My feet just kill, but I want to be outside and play with my baby. So I do have a service dog, and I'm just gonna stand right here and throw the ball back and forth. Let me see if I can get a better spot for my phone. So I guess I'll go like this. What I wanted to say before was a really big misconception is that people who have a wheelchair can't walk at all, or can't stand or do anything, but just because I can stand and I can walk like this right now, my feet really hurt and we're not sure what's wrong with them, doesn't mean that I can't use the assistance of a wheelchair. And it just really depends on the person. Yes, some people are completely full-time wheelchair users. Sometimes people use wheelchairs for things like postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome because they just can't stand up and move around, and their blood pressure drops, their heart rate goes up, and they're gonna faint all the time. Sonoma, get it! Bring it, boy! And that's an autonomic nervous system problem. That's not related to their legs or ability to walk. It's motion, and there are so many reasons, chronic pain of all kinds of things, and unstable gait that I have sometimes, and Sonoma helps with that a lot with his harnesses. He's got 2 different harnesses. Sonoma, bring bring it. Get your ball. That's it, my boy. But when my legs like give out and stuff, let's say after ketamine, a wheelchair can be really helpful. Or if my vision is really bad and it's just I'm having a lot of visual disturbances and I keep walking into things all the time, you know, sometimes this is a better option. And I am strong enough to self-propel, so that is fantastic. I could go. I want people to understand that I could be in a wheelchair. Anyone could be in a wheelchair one day, 1 hour, and then I could walk up a set of stairs. Now, not everyone. I know my best friend Emily wouldn't be able to just walk up those stairs. Like, that would be a heave-ho and a lot of work, a lot of leaning on things and help from somebody or two people. But chronic diseases wax and wane, whether you're born with it or you're not. And there's a very high chance I was born with Lyme disease. So this is what you have right now. Don't assume anything from looking at people in a wheelchair or out of a wheelchair, using a walker, not using a walker, and any assistive devices, because you really have no idea what it is like. Sonoma, bring your ball. And it's a lot more complicated than people understand. There's not a right way. There's not one right way. But it's easy to judge people thinking that they look perfectly fine and you're walking the other week, or I was doing great in Fitbit some other week, which hasn't happened in ages, and to judge someone based off that and be like, oh, well, this person wants attention or that person can't do this. Well, there's just a very lack of awareness of different accessibility devices, and it's a very big spectrum of this is something I rarely need, and then this could be someone's every day, every single day, from baby, from when they were able to try to walk and they had some disorder, to their whole life. Or it could just be from a broken leg and then it gets better. And for me, chronic illness means on and off ketamine, medicine, side effects, herxing, unsure foot problems, and then the pain from the frostbite does not help, but that's actually like more up on my foot, not really where I'm standing. But I have bruising all up my leg, and it's really weird. I've been icing it a lot. So I'm just gonna hang out here, and I hope I got some information out there. And I'm just really trying to spread awareness that what you see isn't the full story. It's not anyone's full story, and to increase or decrease judgment and people who may look different than you, who may do things different than you, because you never know what has caused them to need such things and what they are going through. And a little acceptance goes a long way.